Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to explore Visa's information security model, which plays a critical role in protecting sensitive cardholder information. As we all know, security is a paramount in the digital age, and Visa sets a high bar for its partners and systems. The company emphasizes not just securing its own system, but also ensuring that its business associates implement strict security protocols. Visa's model is all about integrating both technological and human security measures. And today we will break down the key components that make it so effective. Visa's security model is underpinned by two key components: the security assessment process and the agreed upon procedures. These documents are crucial for organizations wishing to integrate their system with Visa's network. The security assessment process provides a detailed roadmap for evaluating the security of systems, ensuring they meet Visa's stringent requirements. The agreed upon procedures document focuses on the policies and the technologies necessary to protect cardholder information as it moves between the system. Together, these documents create a solid foundation for building a secure architecture. Now let's talk about the baselining and best business practices. Baselining is the process of setting a benchmark for what constitutes acceptable security. It helps organizations identify areas for improvement in their security measures. Best business practices, on the other hand, provide guidelines on the most effective ways to secure systems and data. One excellent resource for best practices is the FASP, Federal Agency Security Practices, which provides detailed security documentation and implementation strategies that can be applied to both public and private institutions. The FASP. This site is an invaluable resource offering public access to a wealth of documents aimed at strengthening security practices. These documents include position descriptions for security personnel, simple IT security policies, and even templates for staffing plans. FASP provides a structured approach to a security that can be easily adopted by organizations of all sizes. It is especially valuable for agencies that need to ensure compliance with legal and regulatory requirements, but private institutions can benefit as well. Now let's dive into the hybrid framework that underpins a solid information security system. One of the core principles of this framework is the human firewall concept. The idea is that people, not just the technology, are the primary defenders for information assets. People are central to maintaining security. This framework introduces the idea of two spheres: the sphere of use, the sphere of protection. The sphere of use, where people access information, and the sphere of protection, which involves security layers that protect the sensitive data from unauthorized access. Let's take a deeper look at how these spheres work together. In a security architecture, the sphere of protection is a set of security measures placed around each layer of the sphere of use. Imagine each level of the access where it's a person reading a physical document or accessing information through a computer has a layer of security around it. These layers prevent unauthorized access between different levels. The key here is that the security is not just about technology, it's also about human behavior. Educating and training users to recognize security risks is a critical part of the protection layer. So this is the diagram which represents the spheres of security. In information security, it consists of two main parts. One is sphere of use and another one is spheres of protection. On the left hand side, we see the sphere of use. This shows the layers of access surrounding information, with people being the outmost layer. The layers are as follows. People, this represents the users who interact with the system. Systems refer to devices and software that users interact with networks, which denotes the interconnected systems and communications infrastructure. Internet, the broader environment that connects networks and systems globally. These figures demonstrate how information is accessed and used by the people, systems, and networks on the internet. Then we go to the sphere of protection, which is on the right side. This shows various security mechanisms and strategies that protect information from threats. The sphere is structured similarly but includes additional protective layers around each access layer level. The key points include redundancy. Redundancy, monitoring systems, patches and upgrades, host IDs, firewalls, network IDs, proxy servers, encryptions, and backups. These are layered security measures to defend information. Coming to access controls, found at the boundary indicating restrictions on who can access information and resources. Policy and law. These provides legal and regulatory guidelines. Education and training, which ensures that people are aware of security protocols. Security planning, IR, incident response, DR, disaster recovery, DC, business continuity. This provides the framework to respond to incidents, recover data, and maintain business operations. The sphere of protection diagram shows that information security involves multiple layers of defense and addressing both technology and people. The combination of these measures helps secure information from various types of attacks and unauthorized access. In a security architecture, which defines the levels of controls. When designing a security system, we use three key levels of control: management control, operational control, and technical controls. Management controls are strategic. They, they address risk management, legal compliance, and the overall design of security plans. Operational controls are more tactical, focusing on day-to-day functions like incident response, security training, and physical security measures. Finally, technical controls focus on the technology used to enforce security, think firewalls, encryption, and access controls. Let's take a closer look at these control levels. Management controls help ensure that the overall security strategy aligns with the organization goals and regulatory requirements. These controls are responsible for ensuring that the systems are properly assessed and maintained. Coming to the operational controls, or what you interact with daily, they address issues like personal security, physical security, and disaster recovery, and technical control, which provides the tactical support such as encryption, firewalls, and the tools that control access to systems. And all the three levels work together to create a comprehensive security environment. One of the most fundamental principles in security is defense in depth. This concept revolves around creating multiple layers of protection. If one layer fails, others are in place to keep your data safe. Think of it like stacking different kinds of barriers. If one is breached, the others will stop the attacker. We use a combination of roles, policies, training, and technology to create this layer defense. Redundancy is a crucial part of this approach. By having backup systems and security measures, we ensure that no single failure compromises the entire security system. So this diagram depicts defense in depth. It shows layered security measures to protect a trusted network from an untrusted network like the internet. Defense in depth is a strategy where multiple layers of security controls are placed throughout every system to create a comprehensive protection. The key components which consist in unauthorized network, that means untrusted network, and this is the firewall, dual homedness, dual homed host, internal filtering router, network intrusion detection system, header analysis, trusted network, post intrusion detection system. These are the key components of defense in depth. So coming to the untrusted network, on the page left, the untrusted network is shown as the origin of potential threats. Coming to the firewall, it consists in external filtering router. This is the first line of defense, filtering incoming and outgoing traffic based on predefined security rules. It blocks malicious traffic before it enters into the internal network. Dual host, a server with two network interfaces that sits between the external and internal filtering routers. Adding another layer of control, it provides an additional barrier between the untrusted and trusted networks. Coming to the internal filtering router, which is located between the dual home host and the trusted network, it acts as a secondary filter, checking traffic for any threats that may have bypassed the initial firewall. Coming to the network intrusion detection system, this position throughout the network, NIDS analyze network traffic for signs of suspicious activity. They inspect packet headers and content to identify potential threats and anomalies. These systems enhance security by monitoring for attacks that bypass the firewalls. Coming to the header analysis, this part of the diagram shows how the intrusion detection system inspects the packet headers for malicious patterns or irregularities. This process helps to detect attacks within with seemingly legitimate traffic. Coming to the trusted network, this section contains the organization's protected resources, including servers and workstations, which are safeguarded by multiple layers of security. Post intrusion detection system. These systems monitor activity on the specific devices within the trusted network, providing an additional layer of protection by detecting and responding to suspicious behavior on individual hosts. This is the overall structure which represents the combination of external and internal filtering, the dual homed host, and the intrusion detection system, which illustrates a layered defense strategy. Each layer offers an additional line of protection, making it more challenging for threats to penetrate the entire system. The defense in depth approach helps to minimize impact of potential attacks and improves the overall resilience of the network.